お久しぶりのアランウェイク。どうも皆さん、こんにちは、こんばんは。ということで、テオです。すっげえ久しぶり。多分4ヶ月ちょっとぐらい空いてんのかな、前回から。アランウェイク、リマスタード。久しぶりにね、やっていきたいかなと思います。前回いろいろと別のゲームやったりとかして、すっかりそうや進行状況忘れてたなって思って、その続きを、何度も言うけど、その続きをね、久しぶりにやろうかと思います。もうね、前回どこまで行ったかなっていうのを、正直、そこそこ覚えてる。そこそこ覚えてるけど、うん。断片的に、そこそこ断片的にかは覚えてるけど、操作方法自体が忘れてんだね。確か前回が、なんだったから、誘拐犯、妻を誘拐した人が、手貸してくれ、うんたらかんたらっていうので、来て、それ一緒に行ったけど、結局迫ってくる闇に襲われて、そっからあったような気がするんだよね。そこの続きからなんで。はい。
Groggy. Whatever Hartman
は
had
い。
bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
多分ね、エピソード4からだったかなこれ。エピソード4か5か。なんと
The
も言えん
door
か。
was locked. I was a prisoner here.
そうそうそう。多分ね、診療所かなんだかなんだよな。で、誰か来
Good
て、ハー
evening,
トマンだ
Alan.
ったかな。
Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message.
そうそう、
Loud and
この
clear.
人助けに来てくれ
Quite
たっていう感
right.
じだったか
That's
な。
the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
ハートマンか。ハードマンというやつはハートマンか。
This
診
corridor
療
is
所
for
の
patients.
院長だった
Most
か
of
な。
them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who
登
are
場人物はちょっと
particularly
すっかり忘れてるけ
vulnerable,
ど
of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
な。このおっさん
This
誰
way, Alan.
ところでこのおっさん誰そう、この村だったか町だったか、町も異変を感じてる人はいるんだよね。そうそうそう
Now,
そう。
Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a
ア
very
リス
vulnerable
は
state
確か
until
ア
you
ランの妻
understand
の
and accept
だったかな。
this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering
多
from
分話がさすがに
hallucinations,
そうだったはず。
paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light,
そう
darkness,
そうそうそ
a
う。
feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings
そ
are
う、小
affecting
説
reality.
のことがま
She
ん
has
ま
been
現実に起こってる
kidnapped,
って
and
いうことで、
supernatural forces of darkness are trying
こ
to
こが本
stop
当に
you.
幻覚の世界なのか、現
We go
実な
this
のか
way,
よく
Alan.
わかん
I
ない
wasn't
今
ready
状
for
況なん
another
だけど
shot,
ね。
so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
どうなんだろうね、実際は。本当にハートマンが言ってることは正しいのか、それとも嘘なのか。
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice.
ああ、そ
Now
この
there was
奥に
nothing
ね。
but waves.
おー、
It
雷。
seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast.
あ
Well,
この嵐がまた闇を
this
運んで
way,
きそうだな。
follow me.
やべ。
Alan, what
操
I'm
作方法
telling
忘
you
れ
is
てたから
good news.
戦い方を
Right
忘れてる
now
ぞ、
we're in
俺。
control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination.
俺闇と
Not
戦えるかな
surprising,
影と戦え
considering
るかな
your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I
illness.
let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of
myself.
my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me.
いやー
Once you accept
独
that,
白がマジで
we
小
can
説見て
begin
る
the
よな、こ
journey
れ。
towards your recovery.
アランは小説家だから結構もう、この独白が小説見てるのだから、そのおっさん誰？あなた誰？名前何？
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
あそこにいるソファーから顔出してる人が気になるんだが。
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson,
まあ、この人も精神疾患を患ってるのかな。
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, okay.
Could be an
sorry,
idea now.
sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
Get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
そうは見えんけ
No
ど
kidding.。
楽しそうだね。本当至るところにな、このおっさん。
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
読む。コールドロングレッキの、コールドロンレイクロッキへようこそ。当クリニックでは専門的な治療を行っています。以下の注意をお守りください。治療や創作活動の妨げにならないよう、ご友人のご家族の面会は必ず事前にご予約をお願いいたします。創作活動に勤しむ他の患者さんのプライバシーを尊重しましょう。焦りは切ります。当クリニックで反対な感じから反対な感じから反対なないねを。長えわ。
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
あそこ絵
I
描いて
hope
る
it
人も。
wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And
pick up.
these two are the
こ
Anderson
の人最
brothers,
初に
Odin and Tor.
聞いた
They had a
カフェだったから、カフェじゃねえや、店になんかいた
a
二
heavy
人だった。
metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for. TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
てか、ハトマもハトマで引くつらないか。
ああ、まずいな。話の途中で済まないが、電源が気がかりなので様子を見てくるとしよう。続きは今度だ。君も気分が良かったら部屋に戻って何か書いてみるといい。治療のためだ。
あ、そうだ。
わかるね。
これ、ゲーム中とムービー中で日本語音声と英語音声で違った。面白いな、もうこれ。これ設定変えるんだっけ？まあいいや。面白いからいいや。
まともじゃダメなのさ。イカれた世界はイカれたやつじゃなきゃ理解できねえのさ。
久々に筋の通った話を聞いたな。
全員いいぞトム、気に入ったぜ。な、農場に招待しよう。アンダーソン農場バルハラだ。忘れる前に全部書いといたのさ、一気にな。あとはいかに正気を保つかだ。メッセージを探すんだ。ほらよ、あんたにやろう。頑張ってずっと隠してた。
なんか重要そうなこと言ってんな。何？トーマス、全員とアシスタント。全員がまるで死が一人でに力しようだし、完成していくような感じだった。タイプライターのキーからエネルギーが音が走るような感覚だった。静きてない体験とか、どうしても恐ろしくなった。アシスタントのエミがいなければ乗り出していっただろう。だが、エミルもまた言葉を操ることが常にと。ほう。あ、これエピソード4か。
Or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have
guys.
a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula, local ingredients, medicine, clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed! Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens. What were they? Memory and thought. The hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
I've been shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and raw. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
水パワーね。ここわかれ。
They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny. But it wasn't supposed to be about mullets, and now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me. And everyone should just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
重要そうなこと言ってるようです。そのトンチンカンなこと言ってるわな。治療うまくいってないんじゃねえかな。あ、ここからいけるか。え。
Oh, hello.
勝手に
I've
来ちまったわ。
painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint
何の絵
landscapes,
描いてんの？
and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep
何
coming.
つう絵描いてんの？
Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better. Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that.
No.
I'd hate to be out there tonight.
風が強そうな感じがするな、これ。強風降ってくる。強風降ってくるんじゃないかな。いや、俺も嵐が来てる。喉に嵐が。ま、とりあえず自分の部屋に戻るかと。あ、収集物ある。
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
ここスタ
You
ッ
can get to your
フ
room by those stairs, Wake.
どうも。このどうも。
Something's wrong.
Huh?
I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a
What
shadow
the-
inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
このテレビ映し出してるアランは現実なのか、それとも、一応幻想だけど真実なのか、これなんだ QR コード。QR コードやん。あとで読み込もうかな。なんか繋がんのかね。あ、またコーヒーポット。操作法はこれで出しよね。はいはい。
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
こっち開けねえから向こう側か。エレベーター使えねえのか。ここの部屋は特にか。ここも開く。 なんかあるかな。特になんか。ここが違う、自分の部屋じゃない。ここじゃない。どこここが普通に。あ、ウェイクって書いてあるよ、普通に。とりあえず原稿確認か。
ページの白さに目が痛んだ。手が震えだし、抑えられなかった。
おいウェイク、ちょっと下を見てくるからそのまま書いてろよ。いいな。
下であの二人ロックある二人が。
But it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
おほ。
I don't know. Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast.
原稿。
Hartman kept talking,
ハリーと
giving
ハー
Barry
ト
the
マンは
grand
自慢のロ
tour,
ックを案内した
clearly
話を
proud
通
of
じて
the
彼の
place.
コレクショ
He
ンを
went
して
on
見
and
事
on
だ
about
が
his
ハリー
hunting
が忍耐
trophies,
する原
and
理だ
Barry
っ
was
た。
impressed.
彼はハー
But
トマン
he
の
was
言
here
葉
on
を
business.
伝えるに
He
かけ
raised
た。
his
で、
voice,
アランは
cut
特
through the
に。
monologue.
ハートマン
Hey,
は世界
Hartman,
感情返し、そ
where's
ばにい
Al?
た屈強なスタッフに
Hartman
話し
stopped in
ました。
mid-sentence,
男は人
annoyed
中
at
に
the
なってきて
interruption.
バーリーの言
He
葉が
nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
これが次になんか起こることかな。さて、上のロックンローラージジー。捨てて合わせろ。
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
まあ、あの二人はよう暴れてるからよくやった。と言っておこう。とりあえずハートマンのオフィスで。鍵使って開けて。
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wade. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
というわけで、らしいですね。一応、アーランはスランプ状態にあった時のことだよな、多分。そのことについて一応ハートマンと妻のアリスが、会話してたっていうテープの内容だけど。
Hartman wasn't happy.
ハートマンを不機嫌だった。目を見ればわかる。もっと慌てて目をした。しくじったんだ。 彼は自らの失敗を吐いた。ウェイクの期限の延長を要求することが肯定外だったので、思わず2日と違ってしまった。使用権を放棄するために奴の要求はより短縮、要求より短縮したが、それでもハートマンは膨らんだの。ほほほほ。わからん。まあ、これも一つの小説の話だから。あ、なんだこれ。
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Oh?
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds.
なんでバリー
Seriously.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses.
引っかかってんだけど、何も操作受けてないんで、ちょっと待って、また待って。
Real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
やべ、やべやべ、ちょっと待って、マジで引っかかって何もできん。というわけで、ちょっと待って。引っかかって何もできんかってやつ、チェックポイントでやります。
But it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know. Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy
驚いてますか、引っかかって。引っかかって、そう、もう何も受けてないよ。びっくりした。
He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them. The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
ちょっとさっきの繰り返しだけど、ちょっと聞くか。いやー、マジで、バリーと、なんか、田中ね、あれの間引っかかってなんもね、受けそうな、まあ、受けそうなかった理由がちょっと、鍵を開けて、アクション起こしたら、それに引っかかって何も操作受けしてないっていう、とんだひっどい現象を今日、やっちまったな。そや、このゲーム、アラメイク、そや、あれか、ホラーゲームだったっけ？ホラーだったっけある。久しぶりだな、ホラーやるの。ちょっとこのテープが終わるまでぼーっとしてますか。
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you.
まず、コーヒーポット取る前に声を終わらせるか。
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't
そういや
hassle
コー
me
ヒー
too
ポットだ
much.
けを取って。
I'm obviously a victim in this, and I
危ね
demanded
危
to
ね
be treated as such. Or
またヘマ
else
する
I'd
とこだっ
sue
た。
their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
さて、オフィスへ。いやー、ここ絶妙に引っかかるんだね。絶妙なんだよな、この隙間。おっと、銃があるぜ。
俺が持っていた原稿と、その続きだ。
で、ハートマンもなんでこれが欲しかったのよね。やっぱ特別な力持ってんだな。
また発作が。
これ以上嘘を並べたらその顔をぶち抜くぞ。
やれやれ、それは勘弁願いたいね。ウェイク、力を合わせようじゃないか。君は何も分かってない。
アートマン黙れ。バリ、先に行って車を探してくれ。すぐ行く。
アラン、もう。
行け。
ウェイク、聞いてくれ。君は間違ってる。わかるだろう。我々が手を組めば最高の芸術を生み出せる。君の才能と私の。
聞いたよ。ハートマン、ウェイクのツイス。アラン・ウェイクの落下を双眼鏡越しに見ていたジャック・ハートマン、ジャックのボートを乗せて、英語で15時、水門に浮かんだ発煙筒が水に乗ってもまだ燃えていた。ジャックがボートのエンジンを勝ち3ばかりにラジオのボリュームを上げた。暗殺と調査が許せそうな想像しいところだったが、ハートマンのまあさっきの絵でも説明はされてたけど、ハートマンも一応グルだったっていうことは完璧にそこでっていう。これまずい。バツバツバツバツバツ、よいよい。あ、ちょっと。明かりはないか、明かりは。あ、それはない。え、だい。Right, right, 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 right. あ。これはいけるか？おい、おい。おい、どうやれ。いや、もう一回いけるか、これ。この間に下に行ってたら。あーん。あう。あて。ダン。え？ や、これ何回かやんないとダメっぽいな。なんかそんな気がする。あ。ああこれうまくいってるか？多分何回かやった方がええな。今だったらいけるか？あ、ちょっと待って。よし、よし、よし、よし、来た。こっちだろ。まだ。こっちはダメ。これどう使うんだっけ？オッケー。ちょっと待って。統計いけない。ちょっと待ってよ。操作がマジでなんだっけ？あ、わからんだ。オッケー、もういいだろう。はい、原稿。ハートマンの野望。自分が創作家ではないことをハートマンは承知していた。これを見ていたアーティストとして苦悩に平均していたが、ハートマンは彼らの想像力をコントロールし、正しいディレクションを与えることで十分満足していた。つまりプロデューサーだ。どの道彼らのほとんどがそれを必要としている。無論適切な被験体は極めてまれだが。いや、ハートマンの野望。そうよね。おい。これは、はい。あべ。今のうちに脱出。あれはまずい。あれちょい。くそ、これまた当てなきゃいけないのか。センキュー。バリー。
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Thank you.
Oh God! Look at the house, Al.
Look out! 痛い。 やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。ああ、久しぶりだとマジでやばいな。操作方法全然忘れてたからな。とりあえずこっち行って。わあ、迷路だ。そんなこと言ったって迷路やん、ここ。おせ。Don't trust it email. email じゃねえや。email? email? いやー、ここ何
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece.
OK。もう読んでる暇はねえぞ。また出そうだな。いるよな。おちょちょっと感覚を取り戻してきたぞ。やばいやばい、でっかいの呼んでないよ。あ、痛いあ、痛い痛い、やばいやばい。痛い、やばいやばいやばい、ちょっと待って。あ、こっちやね。こっちね。こっち側に行こう。
Hartman hurried down the corridor.
ああ、ハトの了解ですね。セラピーが重要な段階より今、レイクのそば、ハラインローフになった。あれはただのあれですよね。レイクの原稿が固定に住むものを呼び出すやつだ。そしてそれをメイクを取れるようになってくる。ハートが一つホータのやれた。追いが強さがメイクの強さにしている間に、切実なにの少年すら早かったにした。というわけで、一応計算内には入れてたってわけか。あ、いや、こっちやな、こっちやな。こっちは何もない。ああ、光よー。我に癒しを与えてくれ。ああ。夜バルタバあ、また怒り兄弟か。あ、違う違う、こいつ。おっと。スタッフだったよ。いった。って。 おい、ちょっと。なんでーん。操作がもうむずい。でもあいつ倒さないと先に進めねえし、カラスが大勢いし。痛い。痛い痛い痛い。痛い痛い痛い。カラスめ。オッケー。ああ。変に長くさく苦しい戦いやった。フレアガンやん。最高。移動とはこの道で。リボルバーとバッテリーと。ああ、最高。やべえやべえやべえやべえ。来んな来んな来んな来んな来んな。食べて食べて食べて。オッケー。ああ、全く冗談じゃねえよ。弾もそんなにないっていうよりね。いやー、これまた出てきそうな感じがすんなー。こっちになんかあるべ。はい、ショットガン最高です。モットの使用。上から自分より利口であることはモットにも分かっていた。奴には金の名誉もある。ハートマンにとって自分は大きいんだ。だが今ここで非常に握っているのはモットだった。大敵ですかと思いきや、どうやらこいつは戦う気がする。今飛び出したのはいいが、モット。奴の女房の行く手知らぬことがバレたモットは無理。モットって誰だったっけ？誰だったっけ、モット。覚えがあんまねえや。さあ、とりあえず先に進んだ新たなところだけど、いやー、こういうところでさ、なんか、来んのも来んので、また嫌なところなんだよね。うわっ。オッケー。いや、回避できるとね、気持ちいいよね。ジャストライ。はーい、ハトン島もね、いいよ。利用できるものは利用しておきたいね。連歩 ポルターガイスト君マジでやめてくんねえから。安全策で取ってみた。浄化。オッケー。この健康か。バリー、闇の存在に注意される。さっきの話だ。
He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
バリーの右も危ないところをやってきてるよね。何言ってんだろう。まあ、バリーにも危険が忍び寄ってるってわけが。ピチ向けてバリー。よっけー。やったぜー。弾薬が潤沢してきてるよ。ここじゃないな。でもここになんかコーヒーボトルかなんか収集物あればね、嬉しいんだけど、ないよね。ここ、ただの池か。びっくりした。こっからこう回痛いいや、すぐ出てくるなんてね。全然で問題ないよ。ここに。なんか黄色い隠しのやつがあんのか？あるな。隠しは最高よ。やったぜ、フレアガン。フレアガンは最強装備。フレアガンはとりあえず最後まで取っとこう。なるべく取っとこう。キックポイント。アトエントとショットガンの弾、バッテリーショットガン、コーヒーポット。いいよ。こっちにもなんかあるね。原稿かな？はい。ハートマン、ウェイクを眠らせる。ハートマン、ウェイクが眠りつくのを見とってきた続けの多い男だ。またしても危うく鼻を折られるところだ。焦りは禁止、今に変えられて正しい方向へと導いている。ウェイクは間違いない。これまで最高の、トム以来の有望な被験体だった。ゆっくりお休み。ハートマンは笑顔で支えた。私に任せておきなさい。ハートマンなんか鼻に絆創膏みたいななんか貼ってあんなと思ったけど、一回ウェイクに殴られてんのか？いつ殴られたか俺はわからないけどさ。まあ殴られたんやな。オッケー。あそこに誰かいるんよね。誰？バリーか。
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of.
鍵が？お前、悪い冗談を言ってくれよ。早めにお願いするよ。おい。おい、やっぱ。来いんじゃねえよ。 ダブル笑い。ダブル笑い。くっそー、むずいわ。ていうか、カラスもいいんか、ここ。めんどくさ。
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it.
いった。オッケー。さすがにな。頼むバリ。あ、終わったか。オッケー。車強くね？いや、後ろ。後部座席になんでパネルを。
アンダーソン農場へ行く。
そうじゃないかと思ってたさ。いいか、この菓子はめちゃくちゃでかいぞ。こいつが片付いたら金輪際暗闇とは関わらないからな。
その方がいい。
マシンを買ってもらうぜ。一生そこに住んでやる。
いやー。団体さんと戦うのマジでやべえな。
それでいいんだ。ついに開き直ったな。確かにお前はイカれてる。マジで。
だがおそらくこんなイカれた状況に立ち向かうにはそれが不可欠なんだ。これは現実なんだぞ。アリスをさらったのは奴らじゃない。彼女は湖の底で闇に囚われている。そしてまだ生きている。
でもなんでわかる？
わかるんだよバリー。
あら、
聞いてくれ。俺はアリスを見つけ取り戻す。ここにはあの湖には特別な力がある。アーティストの想像力に感応して現実にしてしまう力だ。だが今は得体の知れない闇の存在が全てをねじ曲げている。全てはそいつのせいで、そいつが俺の原稿を利用しているんだ。
あら、分かったよ。
ゼインもアンダーソン兄弟もそいつに利用された。
分かったって。こいつは妄想なんかじゃない。現実にヤバいことが起きてる。俺も乗ったよ。やるっきゃねえ。
アンダーソン兄弟は気づいていたが、薬漬けでとても説明できる状態じゃなかった。でも農場のどこかにメッセージを残してくれていた。そいつを探すんだ。
危ない。No。うわぁ、これも闇の力ってわけ。ここからまた一人は。
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
予定調は。
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that. Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here.
Barry, it's a taken. Use a flare, Barry.
Yeah.
Barry, are you all right?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
いろいろバリの姿はっきりやっと確認できた。アンダーソンの馬か。
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's a Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
まあでもなんだかんだあいつバニーも生き残りそうだな。いやー、それにしても銃がなくしたのはでかい銃とライトか。とりあえずそれを最優先で確保しないとまずいんだけど。あっちになんかあんだ。いや、こっちはどの道行けねえよな。行くんだったら、待て。やばい。うっ。ポルトガルスマジでやめて。あ、待って。切れない。急いでいこう。あれただの原稿じゃないかーい。俺だ、アンダーの王将で、アンダーソンの王将で車を飛び降りたはようやくアンダースはもう少しだ。アンダーソン兄弟の水をしいたそうだ。だから、その時ポーチに飛び込んだやつだ。私、必死で。
Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
くそ。原稿は外れしてすぐ全員だけどさ、マジでやめてくれ。取れない、やめてくれ、取れないって。とりあえず向こうはあっちね。ヒーポー痛い。うわー。これこっち行くのは自殺行為かな。あぶれ。さすがにチートまずいな。まずい。光がない状態でのポズラガイスとの戦いはきつい。いや、目の前。これさっさと農場向かった方が早い。うわー、ほんとなー。これ厄介だわ、こいつら。来るか。ライト探すにゃ。こっちはねえか。上か。原稿があるな。よし。ナイチンゲール。ウェイクを取るナイチンゲール？FBI のか。
Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest. I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
こっちは何もないよね。ジェネレーターを発見したし。 とりあえず、つけるか。おい、おい、おい、おい、おい。あっ！これを、ボールを回転させて、です。すげえ古いね。
Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
フラッシュライトのバッテリーが。はい。Trust no one in the dark. Trust? 闇になんて言うんだ？見て。バッテリーがねえからな。まずいまずいまずい、それはない、それはない。あ、これダメです。これダメです。あだ。あそこの光まで。光まで。おおおおおあいてあいておい痛いやめてくださいやめてくださいやめてくださいやめてくださいおいそりゃないよもう
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
バリー？まさか、助けるために発信したのか？フラッシュライト？切り替え？大型フラッシュライト。最高。最高。
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
本当にバリーからちょっと怪しくなってきたけど。まあこういうのはゆっくりね、落ち着いて光のされたらいいんですよ。OK。いやーなんかまたね、終われそう。何？
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
ほほ？
I had seen glimpses of the light before.
闇の存在が望むシナリオ。闇の存在は原稿に書かれた物語に沿って次第に力を増しながら次々と世界を破壊の嵐に巻き込んでいった。だが今はまだ物語に筋返しから逃れていない。結末が勝ち割れるとき、闇はついに暗い深淵から解き放たれる。
It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
罠があるからちょっと注意しないとな。罠いっぱいあるよ。光るから罠には注意。危な。ここは間抜けて。オッケー。嘘やろ嘘やろ待って待って待って。オッケー。ああ、シュットが。
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching. The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked
あれ来る嵐
unsteadily
の
away
中、アン
from
ダー
the
ソン長
clinic
隊は
with
他
the
の
other
患者たちと
patients
共に
in
フラッキタ
tow.
がクリックを後
Knowing
に
that
した。
this
もうこ
time
こ
they
に二
wouldn't
度とは
return.
戻らない。アド
The
リアは目に
darkness
包まれ
around
てか
them
ら通る
seethed
と
with
大手も恐れ
horrors,
なかった。
but
抜け道
Tor
は
and
知り尽
Odin
く
were
している。す
unafraid.
でにその手
Their
は
eyes
鮮烈に持
glinted
っ
with
ている。
guile.
闇と
They
戦
knew
いをラー
every
リしたもの
secret
だった。
path, and there was
あの
blood
ア
on
ン
their
ダーソン兄
hands.
弟。
They had fought the
強えな。
shades before. The farm.
だって武器が手に入ったけどさ、ショットガンの弾がいっぱいある。14か。一瞬健康かなと思ってる。普通にあれ罠や。また筋きそうだな。はい、来ました。おいっといっと。あ、やべえ、弾無駄にした。最悪や。撃て。うわ、いや、大変だよ。
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
とりあえず中にいるかな、誰か。
Hello? Anybody here?
お
Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah!
やべえ。
The front door was locked.
上やな。いやー、なんか嫌な予感するよね、これ。
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
He いいね、脚本だよ、ほんと。ここで一回逃げたってことかぽいな。 とりあえずバリーではなかったけど、また別の人がな、闇に襲われた。
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
はあ。やっぱり、アーランは小説で自分も中に取り込ませたっていうことだったら、やっぱここは小説の世界なのかな、その、アリスを助けるための。いや、でも、ま、それでも現実って、誰がいる？ダニーか。ダニーも闇にごまかわれてしまったか。
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
お？ここにもなんかある。あ、これだ。フレーが。最高。さあ、ノーバへ向かわなきゃいけないわけだ。いやー、闇は怖いなー。取り込まれれば。なんだね。さて、歩いていくのもあれだから、車で行こう。
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
コーヒーポットがある。取っとくか。なんかこれ調整できるか。間違えた、間違った。なんかライト強めるやつなかったかな。それだわ。まっすぐではなく、一回農場向かうからこっち行って、コーヒーボタンで。これは出てきますわ。やべ。あれは戦え。さっさと農場行こう。やめて。なんか今引いた俺。おう。あれだったらコーヒーポットのところに、ライトでも照らせやるから。わお。おう。 車は最強、車は最強。オッケー。何？こっから先は車では行けないのと、そんなバカな。よしてくれ。突っ込めばいける。きっと突っ込めばいける。突っ込めばいける。突っ込んだらいける。あ、無理です。いや、いけるいけるいけるいけるいける。頑張れ頑張れ頑張れ。いけないです。なんでよ、別にさ、車で行ったっていいじゃないか、ここから先は。うっせっ。これは危ないから。さよならベイベー。いやー、闇の力が本当恐ろしい。いやー、弾も少なくなってきたからなー。あ、ここ通れない？こっちか。あの部屋になんかあっかな。あ、部屋じゃねえや、あの家に。あるね。あったね。最高。嘘だろ。ふう。もういや、こっからおさぶろしとこう。いやー、なんか、その来そうだなと思ってたよね、敵が。あの時を来るとは。これ使ってなんかするんだよね。ああ、そうだ、野外ミュージやってくるの。決まったらな。お？
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson. Shut up and shoot. Ow! We have to fight them all! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al, you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked!
いた、あ、やばいやばいやばい。
I'll try to get the stage lights on!
ちょっと。So glad
you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson. Shut up and shoot.
冗談じゃねえよ。
Ow! We have to fight them all! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked!
Hey there!
Ow! Hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
痛い痛い。うーし。ああ、いっぱい来る。プレス。で、ポケ。痛い。うしい。
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
そうだね。ポンパーファッションそこにあったのかい。ああ、すげえ戦いだった。ごっちゃごっちゃしててやりたかったな。あいよ。いや、しかし、このコンサート会場があって本当によかったな、これ。なかったらマジで積んじゃうぞ。なんかあるんだけど。
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
それ必要？
We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
なんかどかすやつがあるかな。こっちじゃねえのか。あ、上にあんだ。上に行くためにゃ上に行くためにゃこっちから行くってわけでもないか。回るか。あ、普通に橋があったわ。ああ、よかった。はい、キャンプ。
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything.
get my way, I'll sing all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No?
Mm.
Not so.
中に入るの。
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap,
おー、バイキングのプレイ。
Look at all this stuff! They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
いやー、また中にはすっげえ弾薬とかいろいろ落ちてんだな。これショットガンか。やったかんいっぱい。
Oh, Night Springs! Man, brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. Got you started. Was this one of your episodes?
ナイトスプリングか。この番組よう来てるよ。夢のまた夢。
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready.
Oh, wow. Who's that?
You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream.
夢のまた夢。誇張の夢とも言う
The
か。
weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wake.
これはまた奇妙な話なわけだね。とりあえずこれ取るべきもんはないか。お、原稿あるよ。アンダーソン兄弟。1976
It's
年。
1976.
1976年、アンダ
Madness reigns
ー
at the
ソン農
Anderson
場は
farm.
長期に包まれた。
Contrary to all logic,
成果を結
the
びつけ
headiest
たもの
ingredient of their
が
moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his
あ
hand,
ー、ア
trying
ン
to
ダー
catch
ソン兄弟
lightning.
も、
Their songs have
まあ
power.
言ってたには言ってたけど、
Something
特
ancient
別
is
力が
stirring
あ
in
る
the
っていうの
depths,
よ。
coming back.
いや、もしかしてこの兄弟が起こしたのか。いや、そんなことはないはず。ゴミ発見あんね。
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
そんなこと言っちゃう？マジで？ラグナー国ツアー1975年。 あ、でも上にあったの76年か、その後、その前に、1年前か。ほー。ツアーしようとしてたのか。で、これスイッチのつ何が起きんの？起きたら。ああ、ああ、ああ。最高だね。何？来んなら来いよ。お前らなんかもう怖くなね。あ、怖いです。オッケー。これも容赦なくんだな、こいつらほんと。後ろとかの弾回収して。いやー、バリーが先に行っちゃったから。動き早いやつはめんどくせえな。バレー。おっと、これ触れたらあかんやつか。さすがに触れたらいけんやつをね、触れるなんてねー。これ。ダメダメダメダメ。ふぅ。待って待って待って。やめよやめよやめよ。来い来い来い、こっちに来い。最高。あいたん？いや、ええね、罠に引っ掛けるのって。てか、悪い。お前も先に行きやがって。もう待たせたな。密造酒か。原稿にあったな。
Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
バリのためにサイドのドアを開けろ。
Be careful, Al!
いや、出てくる？まあ、弾薬あるっていうことはそういうことなんだろうね。
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
また出るな。また出るか？出てくるか？ 来いよ。お前らなんか全然怖くないんで。どうしていねえな。いやー、出ないね。それでいいよ。またバッテリー。何
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
それラジオのちゃん名前なんだっけな。
We've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. Can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
The elevator was dead. I'd have to get some power to it first.
で、これで電源がつくわけか。
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field.
あ、あれか。
It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
開かねえのかよ。ああ、ここに緊急ボックスがあるということは。てか、ライフル、ある？見つかなかったんだけど、これ。あ。うわっ！待って。バキ頑張れ。ちょいよっぷおいえOK じゃねえ。全然 OK じゃねえ。うわ、トゥールーラなんで来た きんの？とりあえずバリーをこっちに呼ばなきゃ。あー、とんだ目にあったわ。あれ？あー、こっちか。ここ上に登って、これなんかあんな。あ、鍵。もうこれ鍵通ったらどうせ敵出てくんでしょ。知ってる。出てこないのね。いや、よし、悪いか。お待たせ。
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, let's go, man.
いや、大変だったんだぞ。わけのわからんローラーが来やがってさ。
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate out. It's pretty heavy. Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
意外とこっちに何もなかった。
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
待って。ういせーの。いやー、また趣味がいい家で。鍵焼きっぱなか。
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
バリ。コーヒートイレにコーヒー取って。
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were.
All the girls know the truth. 古い神々は真実を知っている。ですから。あ、銀行。失われた時間の真相。
Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
'Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
これが。がっつりもうメッセージやん。
シンシア・ウィーバーを探そう。今夜はここに泊まって夜が明け次第町に戻る。
なあら、朝までは長いし、ちょっと息抜きしようや。ちょうど酒もある食ったし。
おいバリー、今は。ああ、そうだな。
それは合わないけどよ。でも絶
し
対見
っかり酔っ払ってるね。
お前がどんなにイカれてようが、俺は一生ついていく。なあ、兄弟。
俺は作家だってんだ。
だな。
その気になりゃ年に10冊は書ける。それもベストセラーだ。
そりゃ無理だね。
ああ、そうさ。でもできるぜ、作家だからな。
ああ、この酒何が入ってるんだ。脳みそが鼻から出そうだぜ。こいつのレシピを聞き出して、で、大儲けしてやろうぜ。
アリスがいなきゃ、彼女じゃなきゃダメなんだ。
待ってるってやら、心配すんな。うまくいくさ。
うん、しっかり寝てきてるし。うんふん。
何やってんだ。
これは夢の中か？
I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remember being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
最初の第一章だったかな。
I remember thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
No.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do.
すべては闇の意のままにってわけか。
You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
書いてアリスを取り戻す。お前、俺が書いたんだ。全て思い出した。闇の中で俺は書き続けた。丸1週間ディパーチャーという小説を。ジャガーが絶えずささやきかけ指示を出し、物語の中で確実に威力を増していった。アリスを救うためだと思っていた。だがわずかに残っていた俺の理性が物語に脱出シーンを書き込んだ。結末を書き終える前に、この恐ろしいホラー小説が完結し、闇が全てを飲み込む前に。全員は遠く弱っていたが、俺は彼を登場させ、その光が俺を救った。
今だ。原稿に書かれた通り、この光で君を解放しよう。急げ。あれはすぐに気づき戻ってくる。あれはバーバラの顔を盗み、年月の老いを刻んだ。
目覚めた時俺は混乱し、恐怖と闇に蝕まれていた。俺は必死で逃げた。キャビンでの1週間は俺をひどく消耗させた。俺は衰弱しきっていた。俺を逃がした代償に全員は闇のさらなる深淵へと沈められた。だがそのおかげで束の間闇の力は弱まり、俺は逃げ切ることができたのだ。俺が書いた。俺のせいだ。
まあ大先生、お前のせいさ。ツケは払ってもらうぜ。
1920 Alan Wake. According to episode 4, 完了。あ、これ忘れてたのか。いやー、ほんと一本の映画だな、このアラン・ウェイクっていうゲームは。
ここまでのアラン・ウェイク。
ここまでのアラン・ウェイク。
ホラー小説を書いたのは闇に操られた俺自身だった。ジャガーが絶えずささやきかけ指示を出し、物語の中で確実に威力を増していった。わずかに残っていた俺の理性が物語に脱出シーンを書き込んだ。
最高の芸術を生み出せる。あの湖には特別な力がある。アーティストの想像力に感応して現実にしてしまう力だ。
アリスをさらったのも闇だ。一刻も早くシンシア・ウィーバーに会わなくては。
お前のせいさ。ツケは払ってもらうぜ。
これか。
どうやら今年は記録的な人出になりそうです。隣町のムースフェストに負けない盛り上がりを期待しましょう。皆さん、ディアフェストの何がそんなに重要なのかと思われる向きもあるでしょうが、私が思うにつまりは心の触れ合いじゃないでしょうか。明日はいよいよ本番です。今夜はどうか平和にお過ごしください。
というわけでナキゲに逮捕されたというわけで、
いずれ時が来たら誰かが訪ねてくる。トムがそう言ったの。そう書き残したの。あれは保険。私がずっと大事に守ってきた。光の中で。
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a
crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al. Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, どうしたの？
おい、正気か。罠に決まってるだろうが。
やめて、もうここまでよ、ウェイク。あなたを信じるわ。
ふざけるな。
ナイチンゲール、口を挟むならまず酔いを覚まして。これが正式な捜査であることを証明して。
おいおいおい、中に戻れ。大先生、俺が生きてる限りお前を待てよ。こいつは。
Oh my God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh man, we're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
はい、9時いいのでここで締めたいと思いますけども、とんでもないところで、ナイチンゲールが山に連れ去られました。やったぜ。ってなわけで、ここからどういうストーリーがまたやっていくかちょっと楽しみですね。ああ。怒涛の展開だな。ついに、まあ、真相を知ったわけで、妻を助けるために、ここからウェイクの反撃が始まるということで、反撃っていうか、まあ、常に反撃が始まってるんだけど、やっていきたいと思いますね。では皆さん、また、次の配信でお会いいたしましょう。バイ。